Hello students, welcome to the fourth video of class 7 science chapter 2 nutrition in animals. Already we studied about the digestive system in human beings. We studied the parts of the alimentary canal. Out of that 7 parts are there, and out of that 3 parts we studied: mouth, and then esophagus, and then stomach. Then today we are going to study the fourth part, small intestine. Okay. Small intestine, it is a long coiled narrow tube and is about 7.5 meter long. It is the longest part of the alimentary canal. Even though its name is small intestine, it is the longest one or longest tube present in the alimentary canal. Complete digestion takes place in the small intestine. First step of nutrition is ingestion. Ingestion takes place in the mouth. Then digestion starts from the mouth, and then small intestine, the complete digestion takes place. Then it receives secretions from pancreas and liver. Already I told you there are 3 digestive glands: salivary gland, we studied about it, and then pancreas and the liver. Liver is the largest gland present in our body. Liver produces a juice known as bile juice. It is stored in our gallbladder. Okay, then this bile juice helps for the digestion of fats. Then next one is pancreas, pancreatic juice. Pancreas produces one pancreatic juice and it helps to digest carbohydrates, fats and proteins into simpler forms. After that, the food or the partially digested food sent to the lower part of the intestine, their intestinal juice is produced. Small intestine produces some juices, and this juice completes the digestion of all components of the food. The components like carbohydrates is digested into, breaks down into simple sugar like glucose, then protein into amino acids, and fats into fatty acid and glycerol. So here the complete digestion takes place. After that, next process or next step in nutrition is absorption. Absorption from the small intestine to the blood. Absorption, all of you remember that. So the inner surface of the small intestine contain a large number of finger-like projections are there, and that finger-like projections are called villi. And villi is the plural and villus is the singular. Villi increases the surface area of absorption, and villus has a network of very thin and small blood vessels. So digested food along with the vitamins and minerals can be directly absorbed by the blood vessels. So all these absorbed by the villus and sent through all the body parts through the blood vessels. Now next process is assimilation. Assimilation, already we studied that our body is utilized the digested food and releases energy. That process is known as assimilation. Then the absorbed nutrients are transported to different organs of our body by this blood, and there this glucose is broken down in the cell with the help of oxygen and releases energy. Okay, breaking down of glucose into carbon dioxide and water, along with that energy will be released. That process is known as assimilation, that is utilized by our body. Then so complete digestion takes place here, and then the undigested food is sent to the next organ, large intestine. So digestion completed by this organ, and then the fifth organ is large intestine. There is no digestion or no digestive juice. The undigested food is sent to here. It is only about 1.5 meter long, and here the salt and water from the undigested food is absorbed, and then the semi-solid waste, that waste is called feces, that is stored, or it is known as stool also, and it is stored temporarily in the rectum. Rectum is the 6th part of our alimentary canal, and then it passes out through the anus. That passing out of that waste or the removal of the solid, semi-solid, undigested food is known as egestion. So all the steps is clear to you now. all the parts of our alimentary canal also. So this is the way human digestive system works. Now in this chapter, now already we studied nutrition in amoeba, then nutrition in human beings, and then last part of this chapter is digestion in ruminants. Ruminants are the grass eating animals like cow, goat, buffalo, deer, etc. So what they will do, they swallow their food hurriedly. When they are eating the grass, they chew and then swallow their food hurriedly. And when they sit or when they are taking rest or relaxing time, they bring back the food to the mouth again and chew it again. That process is known as chewing the cud and rumination. That is why they are also called ruminants. So now we will study about the digestion in ruminants. And they are digesting cellulose. Cellulose is a carbohydrate which is present in the grass. That we cannot digest cellulose. Human beings cannot digest cellulose because our body do not having cellulose digestive enzyme called cellulase and cellulose digesting bacteria. In their cecum, ruminants, their cecum contain cellulose digesting bacteria and they can easily digest it. Human beings cannot. Okay, now we will study the structure of the digestion or how the digestion takes place in ruminants. You can see the picture here. The stomach of a ruminant has 4 chambers. Okay, first chamber is known as the rumen. Rumen is the first chamber and is very large chamber. The food reaches when they eat. Already I told you they chew hurriedly and swallow the food hurriedly. Only partial digestion takes place. They bring to this chamber, that is rumen, and then second chamber is known as reticulum. Okay, so when the food is go to the rumen and then reticulum, and from the reticulum it again bring back to their mouth. Then third chamber is known as omasum. Here the picture you can see that omasum. Then omasum, the digestion takes place. Here also some digestive juices are there. Then partial digestion takes place. After that, the last chamber is known as abomasum. Abomasum is known as a true stomach. And here this is the fourth chamber. So fourth chamber all of you understood. Rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. Abomasum is the last chamber or the fourth chamber. The food is further digested here and then again sent to the small intestine. Complete digestion takes place there and then absorption of nutrients from the large intestine then sent it. So this way the digestion takes place in the ruminants. All of you understood the structure of the grass eating animal stomach. There are 4 chambers: rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. It's clear. Hope that all of you understood the chapter well. Now the second chapter is also over. So I already uploaded half of the notes in the parent portal as well as homework, and other half part I will upload tomorrow. And then class work and the question answers, exercise question answers also I will write there. So you can write in your class work copy. Thank you.